Hey, Sagittarius, how are you today? I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today to do your reading. This reading is going to be about what is blocking you right now. Okay, so thank you for tuning into Divine Nudges. Now, Sagittarius, you already know. This is a collective reading, so these messages aren't going to resonate with each and every single one of you. Take what does and forget about the rest, because why stress yourself out? Okay. That being said, I think it's very important that we practice good spiritual hygiene and we check in with our own energies every now and then to see what is taking us off of our path or impeding our progress. Okay. All right, so that's what this is about. And here we go. Ooh, I wanted to turn down the music, but not that much. Still want to be able to hear it. It's very helpful for me. I hope it's soothing for you. All right, Spirit, what is blocking Sagittarius right now? What is blocking Sagittarius right now? By the way, I feel like these messages will be timeless. That is, you will hear them. They will reach you when you are meant to hear them, okay? Because when we hear something before it's time, it does not take root, okay? And then, obviously, if we hear it after it's time, it's too late. All right, so 10 of Cups, okay? Is there something going on with your family or perhaps something going on as it relates to your happiness, Sagittarius? That one wanted to come out. I'm going to sneak it back in. Ooh, I'm kind of feeling like Spirit's like, no, no, no. Leave it there. Leave it there. All right, so there you could be in an emotional space, right? And there could be something about you being happy and being joyous, but you may be feeling like there are people around you who, by not being happy for you, are trying to block your joy and your happiness, Sagittarius. Okay, so I'm sensing that you yourself are in a happy place, but you kind of keep having to battle energies that don't want you to be there. And this could be your family, okay, someone in your family, or this could be regarding your family. All right. Here we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So, this could indicate toxic friends, my loves. Someone maybe is trying to come between you and your happy family. Perhaps some of you are in a relationship and someone you feel like there's a third party trying to come in. Okay. And I'm sensing that there's someone really angry. This person is really angry. Okay. And this could be a toxic friend who is prone to betraying you or people. And this is something that I feel like it's really only now becoming clear to you. I'm not sure if this is something you really noticed before, but it's almost as if the happier you are, the more good news you share, you see this person kind of changing their ways towards you. Everything they say is negative. They try to throw salt on what you have going on and misery loves company. And if you become happy and you build a family, it's almost as if they feel like you're leaving them behind. Okay. For some of you, this could be an ex. This could be something that went from a third party situation where someone stepped out and they ended up with the person that they stepped out with. And the person that they stepped out on is the one that's causing them trouble because they were left bitter. Um, which I get it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, things hurt. Okay. But that might be the case for some of you. Ooh, Seven of Cups and Justice. Somebody wants their lick back when it comes to you, Sagittarius, or that's what this energy is about. Okay. Because there are a lot of emotions here on the table. There are a lot of emotions here on the table. Somebody ended up feeling played, like they were kind of lied to, like they were sold a fantasy and they bought into the illusion. Okay. Someone may be accusing you of having been an opportunist when it came to them, Sagittarius. Okay. And someone wants their lick back. Someone feels, right, like you deserve karma. Okay, someone feels like you deserve karma, and they're embodying justice. They're embodying karma, and they feel like they should be your karma. That's how they should behave. Spirit, what's this justice card here? This could also have something to do with legal matters. Okay. You may find that there are some legal matters that are going to force you to get your affairs in order or to make some tough decisions. Okay, someone may also be trying to figure out how they can how they can get their lick back, and they don't know if they want to affect your finances, if they want to affect your happiness, if they want to affect your love connections. Choices, right? Like someone's trying to, figure that out. Let's see. Spirit, what's this justice card here? Because I'm being drawn to this justice card. What's this justice card? The Emperor. Another major arcana. So this could be someone's child's father. Okay, this could be someone's child's father. Um, Other than that, there may be some sort of a governing authority that's going to be presiding. So you may have some sort of a legal issue coming down the line for you, Sagittarius. Spirit, what's the Seven of Cups here, please? Yeah. I'm almost sensing that there may be a divorce on the table for some of you, and it's going to be about how you separate your assets, who gets what, starting with the home. This may be the type of reading where you have to kind of flip the messages as appropriate, because with this divine masculine here, I'm sensing that the divine masculine is going to be ordered to pay child support, maybe even alimony, depending on the structure of the settlement in the case, in the case of a divorce. Okay. Um, and I'm seeing where right now, Sagittarius. So, and I know most of my viewers are divine feminines. So that's why I'm saying it might more so apply. Some of the things that I've said may more so apply to your situation and not necessarily you, even though I use the word you a lot. So, um, but what I'm saying is that at this point, a couple of things. This divine masculine may be trying to come to an agreement with you outside of court, maybe prompting you to settle the case outside of court. Okay. Because they just want to lay it all to rest. Okay. I sense that this is causing a lot of exhaustion for everyone involved. Okay. So, and I'm sensing that somebody doesn't want this, and it's causing them a lot of anger and a lot of emotions. Okay. But I am sensing that the divine masculine wants it. So I am so sorry if you are the one who does not want this. Okay. Um, all right, let's keep going here. Spirit, what else is blocking Sagittarius right now? What else is creating blocks? Mind power and money matters. lead with your mind and not your heart. Okay. So if you are feeling angry, if you are feeling bitter, if you are feeling hurt, I sense that there is going to be, after this is over, you're actually going to, the settlement or the award that you get is actually going to afford you some time to rest, rejuvenate, and recover. There's going to be a need for you to rest so that you can properly heal after all of this. But during it, it's going to be very important for you to push through with mental fortitude, to use your intelligence, to think rationally, to analyze, to be logical, okay? And to be data driven. Look at the facts. Don't insert emotions into it, okay? Um and then with money matters, okay? It says, here, invest your money wisely, okay? So some of you may feel like, I'm sensing that you feel like you don't want to see this third party individual get your payout, get something that you like. You've built this, you've worked for this for a really long time, and now you feel like someone else is getting the rewards, right? That's not what you want to be focused on right now, Sagittarius. Okay. Um, the reality of it is that yes, they're going to benefit from it in some way, shape, or form, and you have absolutely no control over that. But through this court case, if you lead with your mind, you can still set it up so that you get your fair share. And that's what's most important, is that you get your fair share. Okay. So you want to make decisions in a situation that is going to help you cut costs, save on expenses, um, and a long-term plan, right? So not like, oh, let's just settle, you know. And so I hope if this is for someone who is going through a divorce, I hope you have a good attorney to really help you sort through the financial portion, because I'm hearing here that once you put this behind you, Sagittarius, you're going to be moving on up. Okay. For some of you, your career is going to be on the rise. You're going to be getting new offers and opportunities. You're going to be going to the next level, salary increases. Okay. Yeah, you're going to feel like you have to start all over again. Um, but what's yours is kind of like already waiting for you once you put this behind you. Okay. So I'm sensing that this is something that will, in the long term, like after a while, you're just going to be relieved. There's, in retrospect, you're going to realize that it was the best thing, not because anyone was right in the situation for doing, or not to invalidate how you feel about it, but because it's going to expose you to a whole new life that you wouldn't have experienced had you stayed in that situation, is really what I'm getting. So, you keep replaying the same story over and over again in your mind. Okay. Um, yeah. So you're kind of like stuck in a cycle of thinking these thoughts about the situation, and it's just making you angry. Okay, but this is a cycle that needs to be broken, because you and this person were stuck in a karmic cycle. Um, and it was almost like you were willing to die on that hill. Okay, so this is more so divine intervention. It's time to let it go. And in order to help you with that, Sagittarius, you kind of have to embrace um the time that you had together, everything that you learned, everything that you got out of it, your children, even the assets that you get out of it, but you know how you grew and learned together. Okay. I'm sensing that you and this person overcame a lot together, overcame a lot of struggles, and you might be feeling like, didn't that mean something? And and it's not that it didn't mean anything, so you can assign meaning to it. It's not, I'm not sensing that they feel like you don't mean anything or that you never meant anything to them. I think this is a situation of outgrowing, like you two were two different people once upon a time. Okay. And this person is feeling overwhelmed just like you're feeling overwhelmed. They desperately want this situation to be over. They desperately want peace for the both of you. This person doesn't want to get into a tit for tat, into a battle of the wills or a battle of the minds. That's not what this person wants. Okay. They can feel your pain. It's not that they don't feel your pain. You know what I mean? But they're not going to change their mind about how they move forward, my loves. Okay. Um, they understand that you just feel like you want to escape to find peace. That's how they feel as well. And they feel like your bond is strong, even though sometimes it's difficult to understand. They do still feel very, very bonded to you. You are someone very, very special to them, and that's never going to change regardless of where you are now. All right, let me pull a couple of cards. You all had a lot of good years together. I'm sensing, just don't make it too hard. Don't make it too hard for yourself. You may be feeling like everyone leaves you. You may be feeling like, oh, this person gets to move on, and then you have to start all over in life, finding a new partner. Um, and this is very painful for you, my loves. This is very painful for you. But be very careful of negative self-talk. Because it's going to create a fear of being hurt and you kind of like retreating into, some sort of crack or crevice where nobody can find you, right? So for some of you, you need to hear that it may already be time for you to get out and try again, or um, you know that is what your goal should be. That's what you should be aiming for. Okay, because it's not true that everyone's going to leave you. You're not too old to start all over again. Do you think you're the only one in that situation, meaning that is having to start all over? You're not. You're not. And so you would probably meet someone else that could be your match and your pair for the second chapter of your life. Being cold, okay? So some of you may be seeming unapproachable right now, because you're a bit aloof. So just try being a little bit more friendly, okay? And this is going to be the case in terms of what you have going on in this case, but also when it comes to meeting new people. Yeah, and it says here being a victim, okay? You feel helpless to this change. You feel, yeah, you feel so helpless right now. Again, I'm sensing this isn't even something that you really wanted. Okay, you thought your life was set in stone. You thought you'd already figured this part of your life out, Sagittarius. So again, my heartfelt love and healing energy goes out to you. Okay, but the universe wants you to know that you can change whenever you want. Stop seeing yourself as a victim, right? And I know it's going to take time to heal, so I'm not saying, pause this video and do it right now. What I'm saying is that slowly but surely, um, get out of this victim mentality, because it puts you at a disadvantage. It puts you at a disadvantage. Okay. Too risky. Some of you feel like it's not worth the risk putting yourself out there, okay? But opening your heart is a risk worth taking. So some of you may have already gone through this process, okay? Some of you, I'm sensing that you're all on different timelines, okay? Where some of you may be entering this phase of this, connect or cutting this relationship tie. Some of you may be dead smack in the middle, and some of you may just be coming out of it. And now you're left to kind of deal with starting all over. Okay. So, for those of you who are left with feeling like you're starting all over, put yourself out there. Cut out the negative self-talk, okay? And open yourself up. Do not be too cold, and do not see yourself as the victim, because that's what you're going to manifest, right? Everything that everyone does is going to make you feel like they're victimizing you and taking advantage of you or being inconsiderate. All of the things that can make us feel like victims. Sagittarius, this has been your reading. Whatever you do, surround yourself with loving beings at this time. The people who are safe spaces, the people whose bosom you can bury your head in while they wrap their warm, loving hands around you. Okay. And make sure to wrap your warm, loving hands around yourself. It's very important for you to be kind to yourself at this time. All right, my loves. So, be sure to check back next week for your November reading by yours truly, Divine Nudges. And until then, take care of yourself and be good to you.